All right, a nice little tool I use in my classes when I'm planning jumps and precision jumps is using the 4 gauges. So imagine you've got 4 bar charts, one for how technically difficult a jump is, 2 would be how much physical exertion do you have to put in, 3 is how scared are you of the jump, and 4, how much energy do you have? Like, are you ready for this or not? Sometimes you are, some days you are, sometimes you're not. And this is a personal thing, so it's something that for you only, you can't compare against somebody else. It's a personal thing. So for instance, this small little gap for me is like a technical 1, a physical 1, fear 0, and a energy 1. Okay, so this is super easy for me to do. However, that for somebody else, maybe a newcomer, is going to be different. It's going to have different values. This, on the other hand, is completely different. So for me, this is maybe a technical, not quite so technical, it's maybe a 5. Physical is going to be like a 7 or an 8. Fear, again, maybe 4 or 5. And energy, yeah, about 5 or 6. So for me, this is a lot harder than that. Where I'm going with this particular measurement is sometimes you're scared of something. So let's say, for instance, this here is adding up all the values. So the let's say it rounds up to 25. You can play with other jumps that add up to 25 and maybe bump it up to 26 or 27, but in a different way. So if this jump, for instance, is scary, and the fear is the thing that's adding the most to it, I could do maybe a less scary jump, but physically more energy is needed, or more physical power is needed, or it's more technical. So for instance, perhaps like jumping from the angle to angle over the bin. All right, so it's a little bit more technical. You're landing on a corner, and this particular jump, if I, let's say, added up to a 27 instead of a 25, then this is going to help me break that. If I complete this, then that is going to feel a little bit easier. So you can have like prep jumps that help do the actual jump, but they're more difficult. Play around with that concept, play around with that idea of the numbers and the gauge of, remember, it's technical, physical, mental, and energy. And it really will help, especially for coaches, on overcoming particular jumps and particular things in your training.